Probably about like 6 or 7 years ago, I worked with this woman, and she was a very seasoned professional. She had this gift for waiting, and I would go crazy when there was a possible deal happening. I just wanted to get it done. Like, I just wanted to get it done. If there was an offer, submit it right away, right? She would wait. She would maybe go have a little lunch, come back and sit down, have a little think about it. I would be in a full-blown state of panic. What are you doing? We need to submit this offer. Let's hurry up and get this done. And she would be like, I'll get to it. I would be beside myself crazy. But so many times, she would find out something in the hour or two that she waited that changed everything. She was selling a penthouse, a very expensive penthouse. At the time, it set a record. And the buyers had made an offer, and they had asked for all these things, crazy things. I was like, we have to submit the offer. This is what we're gonna say, and we're gonna ask for this. We're not gonna ask for that. We're gonna tell the buyers they can't have this, but, and she was like, I'm gonna be back in a little while. I'm gonna go get some lunch, and let's talk about this later. I couldn't believe it. But when she came back, they actually had resubmitted the offer and had said, you know what, after we thought about it for a minute, we thought, it's a little unreasonable for us to ask for some of these things. We would rather do it this way. And I was like, oh my gosh, had we submitted the offer when I thought we should, the developer would have been so angry because the crazy amount of things we had to ask for, and the buyer would have looked really unreasonable. You don't want to start off that way. It's a lot of patience, I think, that I learned from brokers who know how to be patient, because I did not. And so now I realize that before I make that offer, let me think about it for a minute. Am I wording it the right way? Am I asking for the right thing? Should I go back to them and say, you know what, I thought about it for a second. It might be better if we positioned it this way. Maybe I'm gonna have a conversation with the developer. And if I think about it a little longer, then I realize, you know what? It would be so much more digestible if I bullet pointed some of these things or thought about it a little longer. Learning a lesson of being patient was incredibly valuable. And since that time, I think about her all the time. I get something and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get it done, And then I think, give yourself a second. The world is not gonna shut down. It's not 2020. And you probably have some time to make a better decision or a better argument.